everybody. I'm definitely not Saskia Rietbroek. I'm John Voss from ACSS. I'm going to thank our marketing people for that countdown music. Reminds me of all the dance foam parties I used to go to in the 90s here in Miami. Don't tell my kids. Welcome to our daily broadcast, live from our semi-beautiful offices in Doral, Florida. Welcome to another episode of the ACSS, that is the Association of Certified Sanctions Specialists, news broadcast on sanctions against Russia, where we try to make sense of the latest news on sanctions. We will guide you through what's happening in the world of sanctions against Russia and why it matters for your business. Again, my name is John Voss of the Association of Certified Sanctions Specialists, or ACSS. Please visit our website at sanctionsassociation.org. You should also sign up for our newsletter. We do a twice monthly newsletter, not just on Russian sanctions, with in-depth articles by our editorial and advisory board team. And it's free, so you should sign up. All right. In this broadcast, we provide a summary of the latest sanctions developments resulting from the ongoing conflict involving the Ukraine. We primarily focus on the US, EU, and UK sanctions. All right. It was exactly 1 month since Russia invaded Ukraine. Anyway, onward. Yesterday, OFAC, the Office of Foreign Asset Controls, announced 3 new general licenses. Okay, let me share my screen for a second. Bear with me, guys. GL, or general licenses, are things that the Office of Foreign Asset Control issues to allow businesses or people to move forward with business even when the other party are on the sanctions list. All right. The first one that I want to talk about today, and by the way, feel free to put in your comments and questions, right? We always appreciate those, right, under the comments, okay? So the first one I want to talk about is the General License number 6A, Russian Harmful Foreign Activity Sanctions Regulation 31, General License 6A. It carves out an exception to doing business with the people on the Russian Harmful Foreign Activities list for those things related to the exportation or re-exportation of agricultural commodities, medicine, medical devices, parts for medical devices, software updates for medical devices, etc., to and from the Russian Federation or relating to COVID-19 treatments. Also, ongoing clinical trials and other medical research activities that were in place prior to March 24th are authorized. All right, so this may be a combination of humanitarian concerns. Obviously, COVID-19 may have taken a back burner in headlines, but there's still important research and treatment that's being done there. A second license, number 20, was issued, allowing third country diplomatic and consular funds transfers. Much of the world's business happens in dollars, and that includes consulates and embassies. who are in Russia. And, people need to get paid. The electricity needs to stay on. So that was an exception that was carved out yesterday. In addition, there was a general license issued under an older executive order back in 2014, Executive Order 14065, General License 25. And it authorizes journalistic activities and the establishments of news bureaus in certain regions of the Ukraine that may be under territorial sanctions, like the Crimea area, the Luhansk area, and the Donetsk area. So journalists and news organizations can continue their reporting and pay for that using U.S. dollars in the U.S. banking system. This includes in hiring support staff, stringers, translators, interpreters, camera operators, freelance producers, shuttle drivers. It also includes leasing and renting office space. You can also, buy your cell phones for your reporters there without renting telecommunication facilities, satellite uplinks, those types of things. So obviously, reporting is an important part of what's going on there, and this enables journalists and news organizations to handle that better. Okay. Also yesterday, OFAC updated two facts, frequently asked questions, and they updated the links. And these have to do with Executive Order 14024 and other Russian-related sanctions as it relates to the gold industry. Okay. Also, OFAC added a bunch of people to the specially designated nationals list, the SDN list. So for those of you who sanctions transactions are part of your daily job, make sure you ran the update on the software last night. Okay, a bunch of people from Burma got added, as well as others. So that is what's going on with the U.S. sanctions. Okay. However, there's lots of other organizations and entities that deal with sanctions. So what happened in the UK yesterday? So OFSI announced a bunch of things. They imposed asset freezes on over 32 individuals, practically all of them with close related ties to the Russian banking area. Some of the highlights was Eugene Markovich Schweidler, who's got close ties to Roman Abramovich, Oleg Tinkov, founder of the Tinkoff Bank, Herman Gref, CEO of Sberbank, Zelko Runje, he's the first vice president for oil, gas, and offshore business development for Rosneft, and a host of others, including Polina Kovalev, a stepdaughter of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. So apparently she's been up to stuff. There were also 26 entities targeted, including 5 banks, Alpha Bank being probably the biggest one, excluding Alpha Bank Ukraine, the Russian Agricultural Bank, SMP Bank, Rural Bank for Reconstruction and Development. There was also Russian Railways, Sovokomflot, Russia's largest shipping company. So if you guys are worried about tracking maritime shipping, this is an important thing for you to track. One of our, we do have affiliate members like Windward and Polestar who handle shipping tracking. Krofstadt Defense Company and the main producer of the Russian drones. And the Wagner Group, this organization of Russian mercenaries, were tasked with assassinating President Zelensky. Well, so far they haven't been that successful. And of course, Alrosa, the world's largest diamond mining company. Okay. There were also 6 additional entities that were targeted. as well as some guidance as far as general licenses regarding the winding down of 5 designated banks um, until April 23rd, 2022. So, a flurry of things happening over the past 2 days, a lot to digest. Um, I think it's important to stay on top of these, right? Um, as time progresses and as the violence continues and the armed conflict kind of descends into a quagmire, I expect that additional sanctions, enforcements, targets, etc., will continue to add additional pressure to Russia to come to the mediation table. I know Finland froze 32 yachts just in case they might have been owned by Russian oligarchs recently. If you're looking to stay up to date on the latest and you're an OFAC member, an ACSS member, the Association of Certified Sanctions Specialists member, the association puts out a special Russian resource page. Let me throw this up on the screen here. You are all members, right? You should be. It's only $195, and it comes with over 60 hours of on-demand sanctions compliance training, as well as a bunch of useful tools like this resource page. And here you can see the latest sanctions updates, a glossary of terms, some recent webinars of what we did prior, as well as some how-to or sanctions 101 videos. All right. All right, let's pause for a moment, see if there are any questions from the audience. Ooh, infinite. Let's stop doing that. Hi, Syed. Nice to see you. This isn't a webinar, my friend. This is a daily video broadcast. So there are no certificates of attendance. If you'd like to attend our upcoming webinars and you want to know what's going on, I can gladly take you over there. If this was a webinar, it'd be way longer and probably more useful and perhaps a little more boring. Hang on, let me get over to that page. Okay, you can see our upcoming webinars. All right, we also have chapters. I guess I'll close out with a little information about what the association is. The Association of Certified Sanctions Specialists is the only organization in the world dedicated exclusively to the sanctions compliance professional. If you're not a sanctions compliance professional, well, A, you have some interesting hobbies, but perhaps you own a business and you're just beginning to wake up about sanctions and you're wondering how it affects your business. Reach out to us. We have a bunch of tools and sanctions 101. We have a sanctions compliance toolkit designed for those organizations who are suddenly aware and trying to deal with sanctions, but ain't their full-time job. Yes, I just said the word ain't. Clearly, I'm from the United States. But if you are a sanctions compliance professional, then the association is dedicated for you. We have members in over 75 countries. We have a variety of courses dedicated to OFAC, UK, Europe, sanctions compliance. We offer the Certified Sanctions Specialist examination. And we also do an annual conference in October in Miami. If you're interested in any of these things, just email us at info, I-N-F-O, at sanctionsassociation.org, and we'll be happy to send you out some information. All right. Any other questions regarding the flurry of activities in the past 2 days? No? Going once. Well, everybody, it's Friday. I hope nothing too dramatic happens in sanctions over the weekend. And don't worry, Saskia will be back on Monday. All right. So from the Association of Certified Sanction Specialists, this is John Voss. Have a great afternoon or evening wherever you're at. Cue the closing music.